This is Faith Not Included. It is the show where we discuss your crazy theist claims and conspiracy theories. It is a part of the Atheist Network Group. I am your host, Skids the Clown. With me, as always, is producer Wes. I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. And joining us again tonight is our very special guest, the Reverend Jimmy Lew. How's it going, Jimmy Lew?
Trent,
are you okay?
You did it. You did it again, man. I try. Okay. I'm sorry. This is your house. I don't mean to be rude and all, but Trent, I just have to lay it straight. You're bungling up my name, man. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't go to 6 years of pretend heretic school to be called Reverend Jimmy or whatever. I am the Reverend Brother Heathen, Jimmy Lew, from the Church of Heretics. I had a major in fuckery and a minor in staying moist, and you just don't get that from just plain, well, you do it from pretend. But anyways, that's my name.
I will be honest, I've already forgotten it. So you sure there's not like a doctor thrown in there somewhere too?
We can work it in, I guess. We could.
Exactly. But, it's all made up anyway, isn't it?
It's all made up and the points don't matter.
Exactly. So before we get started tonight, I do want to start the show on a serious note tonight. I would like to discuss an idea. Yeah, exactly. Put your serious face on. I would like to discuss the idea of what we are doing on this show. I've had a lot of conversations with people that feel that we're being kind of trollish and making fun of Christians on the show or theists in general and stuff like that. And I just want everybody in the audience to know that really is not the intention of the show. We're not here to make fun of your beliefs or you personally. We're here to just point out kind of the silliness in some of the religious texts.
Well, pump the brakes again, Trent. I'm really sorry, man. Yeah, I don't think we're trying to attack anyone personally, but let's be serious. We are attacking their beliefs. They are silly. We don't attack Christians. We attack Christianity. We don't attack people. We attack ideas. And let's not forget, anyone that's getting like so insulted or like offended, just remember this. Christians go to church every goddamn week and talk about how we're going to hell.
Right.
So, yeah, if we take the piss out of them a little bit and have a little fun, come on. Have a little sense of humor, folks.
Exactly. So if we take, a verse out of the Bible and we kind of poke fun at it and point out how we find it silly or find it ridiculous, it's meant to just be a way that through our medium, just through comedy, through video, we're just trying to point out how we just don't find this worth taking seriously is all we're doing. So, I don't mean to offend you. Well, I do, because sometimes there's nothing wrong with being offended sometimes.
We all need to be offended. Look at this dumbass. He's terrible. Look, I pointed at him. Dumbass.
Yeah, this one is the one he's pointing at. Exactly. If you're offended, I'm sorry. And it's okay. If you don't like what we're doing, go ahead and find something else to watch. I mean, not right now after the show, because I want your views right now. But,
after. And then, come back next week and be offended again, watch the show, and then leave.
You can always come and like and subscribe and then be offended and leave. Because that would be great.
Perfect.
So, hey, Wes, is there anything you would like to contribute to this conversation? That was beautiful, man. I mean, that hit me right here. Well said, Wes.
What the hell is going on? What?
In our top story this evening, The Supreme Court sides with Catholic group that turns away same-sex couples as foster parents. Just as we were talking about how we're trying not to make fun of Christians, they go ahead and do something that fucking pisses me off to the point where I'm ready to start making fun of them right in their faces again. I mean, seriously.
What fucking year is it again? What year is this? Is
So-
it not 2000? This is 1956, isn't it?
It seems like it, because we are suppressing the rights of people based on a sexual
Nothing.
preference, which
Nothing.
is basically the same thing as like skin or age or anything else. Stop taking away people's rights because they are different than you. End of story.
This
Now,
is what
this
the
is-
hell, Trent?
I
What is
know.
going on here?
Let's see what this story says. So this is from Politico. The Supreme Court has ruled that Philadelphia cannot exclude a Catholic organization from its foster care program because they are unwilling to work with same-sex couples. The decision was handed down Thursday, was being closely watched by LGBTQ advocates who feared the ruling could make it easier for private organizations and individuals providing government. Remember, this is the key word: government-funded services, not private services, government-funded services, to refuse to serve certain clients based off of religious tenets.
Remind me again, how many people on the Supreme Court are Catholics again? Isn't it like 65, 70% of the Supreme Court is
more than one, which is more than enough.
Oh yeah, and you got that Amy Cohen, that terrible lady that went on.
Yeah.
She's awful. She's just awful.
And this is what happens when you elect a TV reality show host who is in the back pocket of several radical political groups, and then allow him to appoint Supreme Court justices. So, thanks, Trump.
What year is this? What year? What year is it, Trent? It's awful. It's awful.
The High Court's ruling in Philadelphia case rested on a narrow grounds that may not have directly moved the law in that direction. So basically, they're saying it doesn't quite open it up to free discrimination like it sounds like it should. However, the head count of the justices seen in the court's 4 opinions indicate that they are prepared to demand more accommodation for religious views, although they do not exactly agree on how to do so. How about by, again, not discriminating against the rights of people? That would be a good way to start.
Oh my God. This is awful. This is awful.
I know. The ultimate decision in the Catholic Social Services case was unanimous.
What?
Unanimous, as in they all think this is a good idea.
All of them thought this was a good idea?
Writing for a 6-justice majority, Chief
I
Justice.
hate this place.
This is the first story. I mean, he's got to calm
I hate
down.
it.
Okay. So,
Sorry.
blah, 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 blah.
Sorry.
They're discriminating. Here's the thing. This is the trend that we're going to have to keep facing for the next several years. The damage that was done over the last 4 years is not going to go away. We need to keep fighting this kind of stuff.
Okay, how about this? How about we make a deal with the Christians right now? The ones that are still sticking around, who are going to watch our videos, I think get offended. Okay, how about we make a deal with you? You guys stop doing shit like this, and we will stop mocking you. That's a deal, right, Trent? You and I? Can we make that deal?
I cannot promise that deal.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Sorry.
I kind of am feeling that whole intro segment is going out the window already.
We are kind of hypocritical, aren't we?
Exactly. But I mean, this is exactly why we do what we do. This is the exact kind of stuff. Because it's, you know what? If you raise your own funds, this is my opinion, only my opinion. But if this is a private organization that is not funded by government dollars, where taxpayer money that is paid by everyone, regardless of what religion they are, regardless of what sex, gender they identify as, anything, they're paying these taxes. If you are taking that tax money and then deciding to discriminate on what services you provide to people based on sexual preference, so on, you don't get government money anymore. Plain and simple. That's as soon as you decide that discrimination is how you are moving forward with your program, government money goes bye-bye. That's it.
And more than that, you're not allowed to discriminate. It's not right. It's not.
Again,
it's
I
not,
don't know.
It's bad.
I'm going to start taking your line. It's like, what year is it? What year is it that we still think that discriminating against anything is a proper decision to make?
And can I just say something to all the folks out there? And it's a message that isn't being broadcast loud enough, okay? Anyone accuses you of being a social justice warrior because you give a shit and you have empathy, fuck them. Those callous motherfuckers. There's nothing wrong with feeling sympathy and having empathy for other people that are marginalized. This isn't right. This isn't right.
And they bring up numbers, which of course they have no basis on, the fact that they claim that this is no different than putting a foster child in, say, a single family's home, or the home of somebody who has a criminal record. And that's the worst part of this. And when they say the reasons for why they want to do this stuff is that they're comparing the idea of being a same-sex couple to the same as going into a home with a person with a criminal record. Like they're actually doing illegal behavior, just living their lives as they normally would.
Or the short version, they're fucking bigots.
I guess that was your cue that you're getting a little upset. So
now, Kate, I'll be fine. Just don't be like, this has got to be it for the Catholics, right? Don't be fucking giving me any shit about Catholics. I've had it up to here, Trent, with fucking Catholics.
Okay, so that doesn't bode well.
What?
For our next story.
What do you mean?
U.S. bishops vote to draft communion statement that may rebuke Biden.
Oh, what is wrong with these people?
So, 2 for 2 for the Catholic Church this week.
Oh, God.
A divided conference of U.S. Roman Catholic bishops announced on Friday that they had voted to draft a statement of Holy Communion that may admonish Catholic politicians, including President Joe Biden, who support abortion rights.
What? Hold on. They're going to tell Mr. Joe he can't play pretend cannibalism cookies. They're going to tell Mr. Joe he can't have his pretend cannibalism cookies.
You got to realize how serious this is, because Joe Biden is actually a very religious, very devout Christian.
And he likes his cannibalism cookies.
He likes his blood and body of Christ every Sunday.
What is wrong with pretending to eat flesh?
What the church is doing is actually threatening somebody for listening to the voices of the people that he represents. He's not a dictator yet. He's actually trying to give people access to safe medical care. And, this isn't going into the abortion debate too deep, but, that's literally what this is. This is medical care. And the other reason they don't like it is not just abortion. It's also the fact that Biden and the Democratic Party supports gay rights. Once again, by the way, all these stories happen to be coming out in the month of June, which is Pride Month. So this is not all coincidence that these stories keep popping up. Because while Pride Month is a great observation and celebration that allows people to actually, show pride in themselves, to actually, come out if they need to show that, they're just normal people who want to be recognized for who they are. And all these theists are coming out and just making sure that while they put their hand up and say, I'm a person too, they just get that, no, sit down, bad, over and over again.
Yep. You know what? I think it's time for Mr. Joe to leave this abusive relationship. And any other Catholics listening, it is time. It's time. It's like a bad relationship. They're just not good for you. They're not good for you. There's other religions out in the sea. You'll find another one that's really great. You're a good person. It's not your fault, Mr. Joe. Come home. Come home, Mr. Joe. It's okay. It's okay.
And again, it's frustrating because Biden himself, and it's one of the things that has bothered me, is his time in office. He's invoked God's name almost every public speech, every TV speech he's done. He more than Trump did. Absolutely. This man right here is not representing the secular humanist community because he's always referring to God. And yet just because he's allowing the legislation to support people who may not share his same beliefs, he's not forcing them to believe what he believes. The church is considering rebuking him for not just saying, no, you have to do what I say. This is what the point is. We are not a dictatorship. We're not a theocratic nation. This is a nation of many different belief systems and the right to not believe.
I can't believe they're not going to let him have his candleism cookies.
Well,
Poor Joe.
Can't you buy your little Christ cookies on Amazon now?
Yeah,
you get them in the big box,
it's only partially the body of Christ. You only get the full body of Christ in the Catholic Church.
How many cookies do you have to eat before you consume an entire body?
Okay, so in the church, one, like a Walmart kind of brand cannibalism cookies, it's about 3.5.
So the one
makes up a full Jesus. Makes up a full Jesus.
You just gotta make sure not to eat all day.
If it's
Saturday?
like a baby Jesus. A baby Jesus is
okay.
two.
Maybe. Well, that's still. You're going to be full off of one cracker then, because you better not eat Saturday or whatever day they do it. Because you're gonna.
Yeah, you go in it with an empty stomach if you want to have Christ fill you. If you really want Christ in you, and I mean really want Christ in you, yeah, go in there.
I'm getting an innuendo here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Trent. That's not what I was talking about. I'm talking about the full body of Christ and the Holy Communion. You stop, Trent. You're a bad boy.
Hey, Wes, why don't you roll one of those clips?
Soap's 100% mild, pure lather onto your skin for 60 seconds 3 times a day. Then rinse with warm water, splash with cold, and pat dry. In just 14 days, most women can have softer, smoother, brighter skin. That schoolgirl complexion look. Doctors have proved it.
That's important.
Yeah, that was great information.
I always wash my face because I don't want to turn into a monster. No. or
I'm
Christian or anything.
I'm starting to question why we're doing this. I'm sure once again Oz is proud for what we've produced here.
Oz loves us. He thinks we're great.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he likes us.
All right. So I guess the theists continue to beat down on the these two are a riot. Well, thank you, Oz. I told
you he likes us. He likes us.
Your check is in the mail, by the way. Thank you. So to continue the beatdown on those who identify as LGBTQ, our next story. Tony Perkins offers tips on surviving the rainbow onslaught during Pride Month.
Oh my God, they're so stupid.
By the way, Rainbow Onslaught is the name of our new heavy metal band.
Yes. And our first album is going to be Surviving the Rainbow Onslaught.
See,
it's going to be a real banger, kids.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Pre-order link is going to be in the chat here a little sooner.
Yeah.
So, who is this guy? I guess.
Tell me about Tony Perkins.
We have a video that's probably going to do more justice in here, but he is the host of the Pray Vote Stand program online. Let's check out exactly what he has to say.
Okay, you ready, kids? Let's see this.
Good evening, and welcome to Pray Vote Stand. I'm your host, Tony Perkins, president of the Family Research Council.
He's the president.
Surviving the rainbow onslaught.
He's so stupid.
When you can't turn on the television, shop for cereal, or scroll through Facebook without being hit over the head with LGBT pride, how should Christians respond? Thanks to woke corporate America and the most radical administration in history, there's no escaping the left's forced sexual revolution.
Okay, so how does the Christian community need to respond to this? By minding their own goddamn business is good start.
Well, they can't though. They can't even buy cereal.
Yeah.
Oh, pause it. Go back to the look at this stupid asshole. Look at him. I just want to grab him by his ears, and I can't do it to me, but I want to rub him in your ass just to give him pink eye and just give him a gay experience so that he can't be innocent. Fuck you, Tony Perkins. Bigot.
Culture's rebellion. How did we get to the point where celebrating sex and transgenderism became a 30-day event that rivals Christmas? We have a president.
Hold on, stop. You know why, Tony Perkins, you ignorant cunt? Damn it! He deserves it! He's I fucking hate him!
Are you feeling better now?
Yes,
maintain.
Okay. Much better. Much better.
Deep breaths.
Thank you, Wes. Thank you, Trent. I feel much better.
You notice this terrifying image that they have here.
Oh, I know.
With the rainbow flag above the American flag.
Oh no! Not equality.
And then a Black Lives Matter flag. This is the Christian right's worst nightmare right here. Moving on.
Rainbow flag above U.S. flag, above the U.S. flag at our embassies.
You called it.
Congress that thinks the military should salute pride on base, and a White House that brags almost 14% of its 1,500 appointees are LGBT.
Oh no, a whole 14%. A whole 14%.
People exist, and they have jobs.
No. Oh, this guy is the worst. He's just the worst.
When did we become identified by our sexual proclivities? The world is upside down.
What's a proclivity?
I don't know, but it sounds stupid because it came out of his mouth.
That's right.
American pride is something we should apologize for, but sexual perversion is the stuff of parades.
Who says anybody's apologizing for American pride? What you are confused is Christian nationalism is what you need to apologize for. That is not American pride. There is a big difference between patriotism, American pride, and Christian nationalism.
Yep.
Just a few decades ago, these activists said all they wanted was recognition, autonomy, coexistence.
Oh, God.
Now, a handful of years after
I hate
Obergefell,
them.
it's not enough to leave them
Oh,
alone
I hate
with
them,
their
Trent.
choices. They
Trent, I don't
demand
want to listen
validation,
to them anymore. I hate
affirmation,
them.
celebration.
Hold on.
Pride
This gets
is
better.
the new religion.
Pride
And
is the
everyone
new religion.
must bow a knee to their sexual gods or face the left's fiery furnace.
What a
They're
dumbass.
sexual gods.
That is sexual. I wish they were sexual gods. Can you imagine how awesome life would be? Okay, if we had like any Game of Thrones fans here, like where is the god of tits and wine? We need that.
Yeah,
We need that.
exactly. Much better than what he's proposing here.
Yes.
Is it just me, or is it almost like a neon sign that this is called Pride Month? The very thing that when we read throughout Scripture is the downfall of man.
Look at the smirk
is
on this
pride.
guy's
It's
face.
almost as if, as I prayed a few moments ago about shaking a collective fist in the face of God.
I shake a collective face
Wonder
in
if
your
the
stupid
spiritual
face.
forces behind Pride Month have tipped their hand.
I honestly think we have a front runner for the 2021 Skids the Clown Award for most punchable face.
Oh man, I don't know. Rick Wiles is
He's up
a
there.
he's a heavy contender. He's a heavy contender. But I'm sorry. I took a quick boo at your notes, Trent, and this next guy, I'm sorry. He's like the Mike fucking Tyson of assholes. Please introduce this vile piece of garbage.
Hey, Wes, why don't you roll a clip while we set this up?
Don't you just tell me first why you don't eat your husband, Papa, eh?
Don't you Sabraten Betty?
And when I must once more tell you to eat, then I will right away send you out from the house out. So, you hear?
I'm gone, you wait and see. They'll all be sorry that they picked on me. Now what?
Wes, are you feeling picked on? Are you trying to send us a message?
Maybe you should stop beating him.
Dude, I already apologized for that. I mean, you're taking this a little too seriously.
What?
Don't you think he's kind of dragging this out more than
What
me?
is he talking? This is crazy. What is this crazy? What is going on?
It's fine. It's fine. We got to move on with our stories. Oh, hate preacher Steven Anderson admits that
Yes!
Christians are not actually being persecuted.
What?
I know
What?
this is great because he's actually doing the work for us this week. I didn't have to even write anything because he said almost everything I would like to say in his video. Let's check this out.
You know what I know is that today I can get up and preach the word of God today and nobody's here to stop me. I can get up and thunder forth the word of God.
We've been telling
and
you this.
Scream and yell the truths of Scripture as loud as I want and broadcast it all over the internet to the whole world. And you know what? Nobody's here to stop me, are they? So
That's the
all that
first
matters.
true thing I've ever heard him
What
say.
about next week?
Ever.
What if Biden gets a second term? You see what
It's
I mean?
kinda
It's just
funny.
stupid to just worry
He's an
about stuff that
asshole,
never even
but he's
happens.
funny.
I mean,
Again, he just said what I would say about this. He basically said that they're not persecuted and people are being, in his words, stupid for saying this.
Yes. Hello. Hello.
I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Uh-huh.
My respect for Steven Anderson has just gone up a little bit.
No. Not me. I know what a turd this guy is.
I got faith. I got faith in this one.
No, he's a turd.
He's turning around on it. He's got himself going the right direction. Let's see what else he has to say.
Yeah, okay.
I remember when Obama got elected, it was supposed to be the end of the world too.
Yeah.
8 years of Obama, and here we are. Right? I mean, how much can creepy Uncle Joe actually do to us?
Well, that was kind of weird.
And you know, the worst thing he can do to me is kill me, and then I'll just go straight to heaven. And guess what?
We do not want to
Creepy
kill
Uncle Joe's
Steven
not
Anderson.
even talking about killing me. That's not going to happen. You know, we're not even experiencing serious persecution in America at all. You know, today the big persecution in America is like, oh, this bakery was forced to bake a cake for homos.
Yeah, and he proved that my respect for him was misplaced.
When are you going to listen to me?
I should have.
This guy is a class A turd. Just a piece of trash.
I feel stupid now.
You should feel stupid.
I'm not going to go underground, but it's like people are talking about going underground in America in 2021 when we're not even being persecuted. We're at like, out of 100, we're at like persecution level 3.
3?
There was no forced vaccinations. All of these.
Hold on, we got to go. What do you say? There were no forced vaccinations.
Yep.
To all of these boogeymen that people are constantly scared of, you know, they don't even end up happening. Most of the time.
That's exactly what I was saying. It literally, he made the argument for us.
But you know what? He's the real idiot because I'm sorry, that's all Christianity is.
Yeah.
It's being scared of a boogeyman. Like this constant fear of a boogeyman coming for thousands of goddamn years and they never fucking get wise to the game.
Exactly. So thank you, you know, other than your blatant homophobic slur that you dropped in the middle of your video, for doing a lot of my research and work for me this week. And with that,
hold on. And a fuck you from Jimmy Lew.
A special fuck you. And with that, we're going to wrap up the headlines. Hey, Wes, can we get a word from our sponsor?
For all those awkward moments, try a smirk.
Packed with fresh roasted peanuts, peanut butter nougat, caramel, and milk chocolate.
I'll get me through to lunchtime, no worries.
A long time after God had created the world and made man and all the animals and birds, he noticed that people were no longer kind to each other and that they didn't obey God anymore. So he was angry. But God did see one man in the world who was kind and good and who obeyed the Lord's word. This man was Noah.
So where we left off on Noah's Ark last time, we had just talked about how God got mad at all of mankind and he regretted making them and decided that he was going to violently kill everybody on the planet. But he decided that he was going to save one man and his family. And that's where we are today. So we're going to move on and we're going to discuss where Noah goes out and gets animals, because that's the part I've been
wait. Pump the brakes. Time out.
We're going to talk about animals, right?
No, wait, hold on.
I've got hand puppets and everything.
Did you just say that the Bible said that everyone was evil?
Yes, actually, according to Genesis 6, the Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on earth, and that every inclination of thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. That means everybody is assholes all the time.
Everyone?
Everyone.
The kids?
Especially the kids.
Oh, come on. Even the unborn kids?
Especially the unborn kids. They were the worst.
Come on. Come on. You don't think that's a little far-fetched? Everyone was bad.
I know.
Everyone was evil.
I know. I questioned it myself. Actually, I did a whole video on it last time. I mean, didn't you watch it?
I don't know, Trent.
Well, it's okay. It's okay, because what I did is I did a little more research, and I came across an old commercial from Noah's time that I think is going to answer a lot of questions. So let's go ahead and take a look.
You concerned about your child's behavior at school or with authority figures? Does your child have trouble socializing with their peers?
Deep stuff.
Does your child say or do things that cause great distress in your household? Does your child generally act like a nerdy little bitch that makes you wonder why you spit them out of your body? If you suspect your child is too nice and not like the rest of the population of being evil little pricks, then try Little Bastards. Nice.
Yeah.
Little Bastards is made by a coven of witches in the northern woodland glades, also known as woody witches, and witches from the southern desert plains, also known as sandwiches.
What?
Have devised the world's perfect pure fire poison potion to turn the biggest sticky sweet simp into a functioning psychopath of society. Guaranteed to turn your little Johnny or Susie into a certifiable prick before you know it. Made with the tears of a frightened woodchuck, secretions from a honey badger's taint,
real taint,
and the screams of a menopausal woman, and 12 secret herbs and spices. That makes sense.
Yeah.
The witches place a curse on the potion and send it off to you. It's a very beautiful mix.
Very beautiful.
Very beautiful. Take these testimonies from dickhead parents like you. Mrs. Johnson writes, "My son Timmy was a pathetic waste. He used to be kind to everyone. He would even help old people across the street. Now, ever since taking Little Bastards, my Timmy, instead of helping old men across the street, is kicking them in the nuts. Thanks, Little Bastards. I almost lost all hope for my 16-year-old daughter. She was the kindest, most thoughtful person you would ever want to meet. And yes, it was as bad as it sounds. She would regularly help feed the homeless and never stop talking about universal health care. Oh my God, I was so embarrassed. Every time she opened her garbage hole, she called a mouth. But now, since at Little Bastards, whenever someone brings up universal health care, all she says is, who's gonna pay for it?
That's a good point.
And the other day, I watched her beat up a drifter. I was gushing with pride. Thank you, Little Bastards. The makers of Little Bastards believes there's a prick in all of us. Let Little Bastards take that prick out of your kids today.
Side effects may cause anal leakage, anal bleeding, anal hemorrhoids, anal implosion, anal rectus mycotis, anal fissures, anal scabies, might cause an earwig to crawl up your butthole and lay eggs, anal cavities, anal warts, anal echotransmissions, anal fungus, anal PTSD, and headaches that might cause anal leaking.
That's that's horrible. Those people are animals. No wonder God. Sorry, I'm just. I'm sorry. It's just terrible.
Aren't you proud of us?
Those are really evil people. You weren't kidding, Trent.
No, the worst. No, seriously.
That was awful. Oh man.
But no, I hope that answered a lot of questions because it's clear. Again, according to the Bible, God said, "I'm going to put the end to all people, for the earth is filled with violence because of them. So I'm surely going to destroy them both and the earth." So he's upset that the world is full of violence. So he's violently going to destroy it.
Yes. Makes sense.
And there's no other times in the Bible that he's condoned violence against others. It's the violence of these people.
Hey. Spoilers. Come on. We're only at Genesis. We're just starting, and you're going to give away the rest of the book.
That's
come on.
right.
All right. So, how do you think God went about and decide? We've obviously this commercial is evidence that everyone is evil because who would take this what kind of company would make this? First of all, what kind of company? And what's the insurance like on something? Anyways, there's a lot of unanswered questions.
I thought we were going to talk about animals this week.
No. Okay, Trent. Okay, listen, man. This is a serious topic, and I need to know, how the hell did God come up with this idea to destroy the flood, the Noah, the whole thing that we're talking about?
That's thing. We know this. The whole flood. We know it didn't happen. But the narrative basically is But the narrative is basically saying everybody's evil. Yeah. And Dr. Josh does a great job of explaining this. Is that the fact that it's a narrative that always puts mankind as deserving what happens to them, but it gives them kind of an inspiration, a figure to look up at. Mm-hmm. But I disagree with that because this God isn't a figure to look up to. He almost seems like a figure to be distrusting or unreliable. I mean, if even if people are wicked, like we've said, wouldn't it be better just to come down and say, hey, maybe you should stop doing this. You don't have to be, all mamby-pamby about it, but just say, hey, quit fucking up. Yeah. Give you a warning at least.
I can't imagine how any of this would work out. What the thought process was.
You know what I think? I think God had an ulterior motive when actually doing this. This wasn't about people being really, really bad. Maybe God was just mad at everybody. Can you imagine him sitting around in front of all the different boards and everything like that, boardroom members, and talking about he plans on flooding the room and having to pitch it that everyone is as evil? You would think somebody would actually speak up against it, wouldn't you?
I wonder how that went.
Yeah.
How that went. How that went.
Gentlemen, thank you for coming. As you know,
a cartoon.
There has been issues with the Mankind product.
A poorly animated
so far,
cartoon.
Everything has been a success. Earth is pretty awesome with all the trees and mountains and oceans and stuff. All good stuff. Animals are pretty awesome too. No problem there. But mankind, I'm just gonna have to admit it. I fucked up. Yeah, I know I'm omniscient, And I should have seen this coming, but I went against my better judgment because, well, I was really hoping to get that sweet, sweet worship from these idiots. You know me, I'm a sucker for praise. I can't help it. Well, I fucked up. I made these idiots and those ungrateful bastards don't even have the decency to grovel to me every minute of the day. All I want is their undying attention all the time, and for them to follow my hundreds of rules and do senseless violence to animals to appease me. That's it. It's not that hard. But after much thought and research, and seeing how violent they are, I just want to violently kill them all.
Lord, don't you think that's a bit too extreme? I mean, why would you want to go to those lengths?
Let's just say I have my reasons.
Dream sequence and a dream sequence.
So, fellow human being, I'm new around here. What's that God guy like?
Oh, God? Ugh, that guy is the worst. He's the biggest asshole going. His ridiculous laws got my brother killed for putting a plate away in the cupboard on the Sabbath. That guy is such a stickler for rules. He can eat my ass like a bag of groceries. Fuck him.
Excuse me, sir. I am an adult human male who is inquiring about the God who created all this awesome planet. I heard that God is a pretty impressive deity. Much better than all those other loser gods. Also, I heard he's a really handsome God too. Could you tell me more about him?
God? That fuckhead had my mama killed for eating a cocktail shrimp. I want to punch God in the face. That's what I think about that dickhead.
Hey, baby. I got a snake that wants to enter your garden. Why don't you let me nibble at your fruit?
Ew, gross! Take a hike, loser!
What? Oh yeah? Well, fuck you. Fucking ugly anyway. Gentlemen, I fucking had it with these clueless failures. Even though I made them, and being all powerful, and I could have made them with no issue, but even though this is my mistake, I want them eradicated.
Lord, couldn't you just make them so that doing evil wouldn't be so enjoyable and make them exactly the way you want? Because you are all powerful and can make them any way you want, right? Or at very least, go down and make it clear to them that what they're doing is bad?
No! No! I hate them! I hate them all! They're stupid, mean, and really hateful. They hurt my feelings. I hate them. I want them all dead, all of them. Even the fucking animals will pay for their bullshit. Fuck them. Fuck their stupid animals. Can't wait to see their stupid faces when they see all their stupid animals dead. Then they're gonna be crying. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, we should have mocked the most handsome God ever. And maybe give him a date. And maybe giving him a handy in the classy restaurant he would have taken me to. Like, the guy's not asking for too much, right? It's not like I'm...
Lord, if you kill all the humans, they'll be dead too, so they won't see the dead animals?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, bunch of no-living losers. Okay, this is what I want. First, I want every horned animal to gore every one of these fucking assholes. Then, I want all the monkeys to choke them with their entrails. Next, I want every dog to eat their carcasses. Then I want wild lions to eat those dogs, and then elephants to stomp the living shit out of those lions. Then I want lightning to kill all those big fat fuckers until they're all fried good. And all the while a drought is brought upon the land, and all that lightning burns the shit out of the earth until it's all burnt down. Then,
check this out. To top it all off, a big-ass flood to drown the fuck out of what's left. Let's see who won't go on a date with me then.
Lord, do you think that's a little bit monstrous? How about we just cut to the chase and flood them, say for like 40 days and 40 nights?
Jesus fucking Christ, Gary. God, you can't let me have any fun, can you? Fine. Flood the fucking hell out of it till not a living thing is left breathing.
Lord, one more question. Do you think you could at least spare like one person? I mean, at least to be able to tell others about, not pissing you off?
Fine. I don't care. Who can we pick? Nick. No. Norman. No. Who the fuck is that nerd that's always kissing my ass? That's always bringing me sacrifices.
I believe you mean Noah, sir.
Yeah, Noah, whatever. Yeah, okay, fine. Him and his family live. But everyone else, and I mean it, every fucking thing, done. Dead. And when the PR comes out on this thing, I want the reason to be said, humans were too violent, so the Lord Almighty violently drowned them.
I think that explains things a lot better.
It completely makes sense. This is a story that has absolutely no holes whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a delightful, and you know what they should do? They should make toys for children about this shit so that your kids could play with their little genocide play set. Wonderful for the whole family.
Exactly. So with that, I mean, I think that answered all of your questions. I think we're about ready to get to the puppet show with the animals now, or do you?
Well, hold on. Like, come on, man. Like, what's up with like Noah? Why Noah? Like, there's millions of people and Noah, that's it. Like him, he was like, had like fucking beer coming out of his nipples, kind of special. Noah, no, I don't get it.
Noah was quite special, and actually, he's kind of the star of the show, and we could talk, for a long time about him. And actually, I'm kind of excited about getting to talk about him, but it's about the end of the show, so I guess that's gonna have to wait till next time.
What?
Yeah,
you said we're going to talk about Noah tonight.
No,
you promised. You keep doing this, Tress. You keep breaking your promise.
I told you at the end of the show. And I said I had the puppets ready and everything, and then you're still complaining. Fine, we're gonna give us a moment. We're going to settle this backstage.
Fine. Fuck it.
Are you better?
I don't care. You're a stupid show anyways. Whatever.
Fine. So this has been Faith Not Included. If you enjoyed what you saw tonight, and again, I never know why anybody would enjoy the show. I mean, have you watched it? I mean, I didn't enjoy it, and I'm here.
I liked it. Stop being like that, Mr. Negative Nancy. Well, we had a good old time. We cracked a few whys. And I'm sorry, you brought the ha-has, and I provided the hee-hees. What else can people want?
If you're such a fan of this show, why don't you say the thing?
What? The thing about how you have to run home and kiss your dad on the mouth?
The other thing.
Oh, how I like to put peanut butter on my nipples?
The other thing.
Oh yeah. Please like, share, subscribe. We're working really hard. We really are. We're doing our best. We're really good. Please share it. Tell your friends. Tell your Aunt Connie. She deserves to watch this. She deserves a laugh.
She's the worst.
Not Aunt Connie. She's all right. It's Uncle Ten who's a little handsy. Yeah.
I should have just put the banner up instead. That would have been much,
yay, technology. Yay.
that would have been much easier. On that note, I want to thank the Atheist Network Group for giving us a home for this show.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome as it is. I want to thank producer Wes for doing whatever the heck he. Well, if you wouldn't have cut me off, I would have finished giving you a proper send off. But if you're going to be that way, we'll just leave it at that. Don't you agree, Jimmy?
What the hell's going on here? I don't understand.
We're moving on. And as Jimmy was saying, you make sure you subscribe to the channel. You like this show if you want to see more of this content. Make sure to share, and we love your comments. We also want to make sure that if you'd like to chat with the host after the show, hop over to the Discord channel where we're going to be there, and hopefully we'll continue this fuckery behind the lights of the Discord channel, and you can come join us, talk to us in person, and join in the fun. And as always, from the rest of us at Faith Not Included, we'll see you next time.
Anyway.